Okay, so this is my review on I have right in front of me the Lenovo i3. There's the specs right there. This is an i3, like I said. 2-cell powered battery. So we're just going to check it out. It's in gray. It's a 14-inch. In the box, and you get nothing really fancy. It's just a box I pulled out for the side of the video. There's where the charger comes. Nothing fancy about that. This is on the cheaper side, so this was like, I think it was like a special for like $200 or something, $250, something like that. Not a whole lot of money. Just for, a cheaper option. Okay, so this is Lenovo's got. So they got the 14-inch Slim 3. That's what I have right there. They got the Slim 3 15-inch. The 17-inch. You got the iPad 3 14. The IdeaPad 3 15 and 17. So which one is this? This is the IdeaPad 3. So I guess it's not the Slim. Okay. Interesting. So I guess it's the second one. So I guess the other ones are a little bit lighter. You don't get anything fancy. It's just like how to set up your little video and everything like that. And like, oh, okay, whatever. Just your basics. Windows setup mode. If you use Windows, that's great. And then of course, it's written in different languages and nothing fancy there. Okay, so this is the charger. The charger's pretty big. It's like, your standard as far as bigger computers nowadays. It's a little bit bigger than the Gateway, the one that I have. And like typical, these tend to break very easily, especially if you use it a lot and take it a lot of places. Apparently this one doesn't spin or anything like the Gateway does. It's actually fixed, so it doesn't move at all. And that might be a good feature right there. And then you got a strap and stuff to, secure that and everything. Nothing fancy there. Coming over to the computer itself, this is the plastic. You got a nice stainless steel kind of look to it. This is probably going to really suck when it comes to scratches. But, I guess, pickers can't be choosers. So it's got a nice, so the speakers, I guess, are down here. I don't know how I feel about that either. Because when you're laying it flat and everything like that, then the speakers will be muffled. Don't know, like I said, how I feel about that. These are nice to have. These are up at an angle. I don't know if you can tell. This is up at a low angle compared to that, so that's kind of nice, so then the fans don't overheat. So, very good design right there. Coming over to the actual computer and everything like that. You get the power right here. So you got a couple of ports over here. So this is one USB, 2, 3. There's the power to plug in. There's some HDMI. There's one so far. There's the i3 I was talking about. Sorry if I'm going a little fast. This is for external, camera or something. If you want to plug that in, that's kind of a nice feature to have. There's the mic if you want to use it for Zoom or anything, as long as it doesn't get blocked. There's your headphone jack. Usually computers are getting away from that, so that's nice to have. As far as a DVD player and anything like that, does not have that. Computers have been getting away from that for quite some time. So I don't know how I feel about that, but it's just like it has Adobe Audio, stylish design, and then it tells you about the webcam. Apparently, the webcam can go between off and on and everything like that. I don't know how that works. So, okay, it's a little thing up here, a little plastic part that slides in and out. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little lever up here on the top that just slides. That's going to be easy to break, for sure. I don't know how I feel about the keyboard. It's kind of slick. It's kind of small. It doesn't have the extra numbers here on the side, so I guess, it's not horrible. It's kind of really small. But it might be an advantage as well. But you don't have two numbers to kind of, fast typing or anything like that. So, don't know how I feel about that. But I will let you know in future videos of what I actually think of it entirely as I boot it up and set it up. I'm going to set it up later on. I just wanted to show you the overview of it because I've been meaning to do it for a while and it's just sat there. As far as the thickness of the screen and everything like that, that's the screen. It's about your standard. It's kind of at an angle. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of at an angle. Nothing too fancy as far as the angles and everything like that. It's kind of thick as far as the material as well. So it's not going to break easy. Maybe if you dropped it or anything like that. The biggest complaint I had, like I said, is this right here. It's just scratch it and everything, the daily use. You're going to be able to see that like you saw with the Gateway. Gateway, same display, same thing. You can scratch it really easy. And then all you can see is the scratches all over it. And then of course, the speakers on the bottom, but maybe they compensate with those. So I'll let you know for sure. It's got nice screws on here on the bottom, so for future when you have to remove the battery, that's kind of nice. Some computers don't do that anymore. It's like a pop or whatever. You have to take it to a technician. So that's the review on that. Like I said, a couple ports over here. You got 3 USBs. That's kind of nice. And you got one HDMI in case your display cracks, or you want to do double monitor or anything like that. As far as the i3, it can run gaming. Not necessarily ideal for it. This is kind of for a student living or light. Job searching. That's probably what I'm going to use it for. Job searching. It's not going to be, or YouTubing. It's not going to be for the heavy gamer. If you want to be a heavy gamer, check out the AMD, stuff like that. Or, the i7, the i9 now. That's what I would recommend. Something with a higher processor, because otherwise, once this gets up there, not saying it can't do it. Once you get a lot of games and stuff on that, it's going to slow down the processor. So then you're not going to want to use it. So then you're going to have to go out and buy something else anyway. So you just might as well invest in something nicer. So that's the review on this one. This, like I said, is the smaller one, so it's not even the bigger one like I showed you. Probably the ultra thin, probably one is a little bit sleeker design. Yeah, the Slim 3 is probably an ultra lighter display and everything like that. It's probably like the Google one, the Google Chromebook. It's probably like that. I think it's a little bit more expensive too. And then these are The 17 is extremely large. 15 is about average, and the 14 is what I have. It's easier to carry around and easier to fit in laptop bags and easier to store away and everything like that, taking on flights and stuff. The 14 and the 15 inch are easier to do that versus like the 17. It's really horrible to get in a laptop bag, really horrible to take around. So keep that in mind when you're, you know, looking at what you want to buy. Keep that in mind.